everybody. Good morning to meteorologist Travis Klineski here early on this Friday morning. Taking a look at things right now on Futurecast here. We do have a cold front situated about right here. Winds out ahead of it are southerly and southwesterly. Behind it, a northwesterly wind. Initially breezy. Both sides of the front breezy. They are a little bit lighter back towards western Nebraska. This cold front does have some cooler air behind it. It also has some drier air behind it. One thing to mention though with this cold front, there are actually a couple of showers right away this morning in the North Platte vicinity, even a few rumbles of thunder here. So along with increasing clouds from the west just behind that front, there may be a couple of showers. So I did not include the chance in the Tri-Cities for today, but I'll even back this up here. You look here. I'll include maybe a 20% chance of rain around the middle of the day in the Tri-Cities, and then the sun will come out later today. Storms are going to try to fire up along the front in southeast Nebraska later this afternoon, so far southeastern areas will have a chance here, but also the rest of us behind the front will have a chance of rain and thunderstorms. I do not think they're going to be widespread, but some strong to severe storms are going to be a possibility later this afternoon and during the evening hours. As we get later into the night, that threat for severe weather will come down. Still a chance of rain, but the chance gets lower after midnight, and by tomorrow morning it should be pretty quiet for most of our area. Maybe a lingering shower in the southeast. Breezy north winds on Saturday, drawing in cooler air. It's going to be a very pleasant day on Saturday, mostly sunny skies. And then Saturday night, a few extra clouds. Small chance of rain and isolated thunderstorms across northern Kansas and far southern Nebraska early Sunday morning. Small chance of rain there, another small chance late in the day Sunday. Between the two, another very nice day on Sunday for the most part. We'll start to heat things up though early next week. Taking a look at your severe weather threat, this is from the Storm Prediction Center. Now, while I don't expect widespread severe thunderstorms this evening, whatever does fire up could become severe. So a slight risk of severe storms across much of the area with a lower end marginal risk in northern Nebraska. Biggest threats, large hail, maybe some significant hail, which means over 2 inches in diameter here. That's bigger than golf ball size hail over southwest Nebraska. Damaging wind gusts are going to be a threat as well, and maybe some significant wind gusts over 70 miles per hour. But again, this is not going to be everywhere. This is just going to be where isolated storms fire up. Not very likely, but we do have a small chance of an isolated tornado with the storms later on this afternoon and early this evening. The best chance would be near that cold front here in southeast Nebraska. Nothing for tomorrow. Then looking ahead to Sunday out west, there is a small chance of some severe weather. Monday's a more interesting day. Already an outlook put out from the Storm Prediction Center for Monday, so we're going to keep an eye on that here. Not within the 3-day window yet, but once they get to the day 3 window, they'll probably have at least a slight risk out for a part of our area. Usually if they have something day 4, it usually becomes at least a slight risk, if not higher. So it's something to keep an eye on as we look ahead towards Monday. Now, highs for today. Now, we do have that cold front coming through. It's still going to be pretty warm, though, to the south. Low and even mid-90s over southern Nebraska, northern Kansas, growing upper 80s around the Tri-Cities, North Platte. Low and mid-80s farther north, even behind the front. Still pretty warm out west as well. Tonight's temperatures dropping back into the 50s and 60s. So there's the cooler air now starting to come in behind the front. Only in the 50s here to the north and west. And then a more pleasant day on Saturday. Look at northern Nebraska, lower 70s up north. Near 80 along the I-80 corridor. Low and mid 80s across southern Nebraska, northern Kansas. A fantastic night. Saturday night, Sunday morning, lows into the 50s and lower 60s. It's a fire pit night. I've already issued a s'mores alert for Saturday evening. If you have a fire pit or know somebody that has one, it's a great night for a fire pit. Get the s'mores out for the kids, the chocolate, the graham crackers, the marshmallows. And you know what? A lot of fireworks displays going off as well this weekend here. So maybe a chance to check out some fireworks displays on Saturday night. Sunday, look at that. Doesn't get much better than that in the summertime. A day where we'll see partly cloudy skies, a small chance of rain. Temperatures in the mid to upper 70s to right around 80 degrees. But there it is right there. Look at the heat out west. And that heat is going to spread eastward on Monday. For a day anyway. Let's take a look at the long-range forecast. Again, warm temperatures today despite a cold front coming through, but we'll feel the effects of the front over the weekend. Slight chance of rain and thunderstorms this evening and overnight tonight. Another small chance early Sunday morning, and then again late Sunday. Better chances will come Monday, and this is going to come with a severe weather threat on Monday, especially Monday afternoon, Monday evening. And that's after a hot and windy day. Despite partly to mostly cloudy skies, it's still going to be pretty toasty out there on Monday. After that, though, we cool back, mid-80s for highs. Off and on chances of rain and thunderstorms that will favor the afternoon and evening more than they will the morning hours. But again, chances each one of those days there, and decent chances at 40%. And in fact, Thursday, of course, the 4th of July, we're going to have to keep an eye on rain and thunderstorms to see if that interrupts any 4th of July plans. Long range, it looks like after Monday's spike in temperatures, we'll be mostly looking at mid to upper 80s heading into the end of next weekend, that first weekend of July. North Platte, no major differences, a slightly better chance of storms late this afternoon and this evening. Dry over the weekend with cooler temperatures. Slight chance of rain and thunderstorms on Monday. Not as good of a chance as the Tri-Cities, but still a hot and breezy day out there Monday. Cooling down, we're looking at mid and upper 80s. Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. Slight chances of off and on rain and thunderstorms, including a slight chance on Thursday. I do think the better chance is farther to the east for the 4th of July. And you can see the temperatures do start to come up for the first weekend of July back into the low and mid 90s. With that, I'm going to thank you all for watching on this Friday morning. Hope you have a wonderful weekend, and I will see you all again in July. Talk to y'all later. God bless. Bye.